music. Welcome to It's Your Life, Own It. My name is Marisa Bludar. I am your host. I'm the editor-in-chief of Own It Magazine and publisher and the CEO of TCS Consulting, Leadership and Organizational Development Consulting Company. And taking center stage and owning it with me is healthy lifestyles coach Tiffany. Before I bring her on, I want to talk to you about this platform. This platform focuses on you before we can talk to you about a career, before we can talk about business opportunities, developing your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, or even advancing to the next level in your career. We got to talk about where you are right now. Are you content with that? Are you going in the right direction? So every conversation that you see us talk about, every SME subject matter expert that we bring on, or just everyday people, because some people that we're bringing on to interview are not subject matter experts. They're just speaking from their own personal experience and sharing with you a different perspective. And so we want to give you a holistic approach to how do you see things in life? How are you showing up in life? Are you living a fulfilled life? Can we trigger you or tempt you or influence you to see things in a different way that would help you to transform or come out of something that you're currently in or advance into the next thing that you want to become. And so take a center stage and without any further ado and owning it with me is healthy lifestyles coach Tiffany Para. You are in the house, a girl powerhouse, best-selling author, anthologist. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. It's your birthday.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
We
I'm
were
just
talking
excited.
backstage. I know we were talking backstage about some things that you have going on. I love you for all that you're doing. Love Phoenix Fitness Magazine. Love it, love it, love it that you are bossing it and doing the thing. Um, we talked about it in another show. And listen, guys, you gotta watch all the shows. You gotta follow us. You gotta follow Tiffany. You gotta get connected and see all the shows because the conversations kind of piggyback on each other. They kind of on each other. You're not going to get everything in one show because it's only 20, 25 minutes. You're not going to get everything in one show. But we were talking backstage in regards to, some things that you're doing, some things that you're really excited about doing. What's your next thing? So right now in the present, talk to them about what's getting ready to happen. What's coming up this month? What are you doing?
Oh man, I'm so excited. As you see behind me, this is Becoming a Girl Powerhouse Volume 3, Breaking the Mold. We launched it International Women's Day this year, March 8th. Number one new release, just amazing. It was also a bestseller in 3 categories in Australia, so that made us international bestsellers as well. I'm just elated. So we are celebrating the authors this month. We're having a book signing in Las Vegas. It's our second annual Girl Powerhouse Conference and book signing where we're going to have about 8 of the authors, I want to say, that are going to be signing books and just being in a room with an authentic sisterhood. I mean, this Girl Powerhouse Network movement that was created 4 years ago. We just hit our anniversary, and it's just been amazing. I mean, just the stories that have come out of this group, uh, man, it's just been awesome. So uh, I'm just excited about it also.
I'm excited for you because coming together, when you think about so many people struggle not being in the room where they're like-minded people. And one of the things about having, getting connected with Phoenix Fitness Magazine, getting connected with an anthology, it helps them to get into a room where it's like-minded people,
Yeah.
people who are speaking their language. And so when we talked about like, okay, so you talked about what's getting ready to happen in Las Vegas. I know you had something going on in Cancun and things like that. Are these still open to people to come and participate, or
They are.
you
They are.
closed that
So
out? That's it.
If you want to come to Vegas, we do still have quite a few seats left. It is a 2-day conference, the 26th and 27th. It will be at the Royal Crystal Event Center. We will be staying at the Staybridge Suite. So if you want to get connected with that, go to the girlpowerhouseretreats.com. Both the conference as well as the Soul Sister Rejuvenation Retreat are there as well. If you're looking to just reset, I mean, we've written books, we've shared stories, we've cried, we've laughed, we've done so much. I said it's time for us to rest. So if you're a woman out there that has really just been putting your best foot forward and you're a little tired and you need some sisters to kind of be that air so we can lift you up, definitely join us in Cancun, May 6th through the 11th. We will be there a week. We've got some amazing speakers that are going to be coming and just loving on us a little bit. And we're going to be a little strategic about what's going to go on this second half of the year. So we're going to talk about some of the projects that maybe there's some people that want to be authors that just haven't done it yet. So we're going to talk about that. How do you do that? I mean, I'm an 8-time best-selling author, and it's just amazing to say that. When I wrote in the first book, I was just like, what am I going to write about? I'm not an author. I'm not a writer. I don't do anything. I don't have a story, but we all have a story. So it's time to celebrate those stories. And that's what we're doing at both of these events. So yes, if you would like to come and you're just someone that's looking for a sisterhood, somewhere to fit in, come on, because we are just, again, we love you as you are. There are no mean girls allowed. We are going to just accept you open arms and just hug you, love on you, and you might meet your new business bestie, your soul sister, whatever that is that's going to help you get to that next level. We're here to help you with that. So
That sounds so good. I mean, how many sisters are out there who are dying by themselves? They're like lonely. They can come into a room and it's filled with people, but they still feel alone because
right.
no one sees them. And so this is why, this was my heartbeat behind It's Your Life, Own It. It was just like, you know, sometimes we're in a space, we're with family, with friends, and they just don't speak our language. We love them, we have
Yeah.
nothing against them, but they're really just not speaking our language. They're not hitting topics that are near and dear to us. I remember, and I've been sharing this lately. I don't know why. I remember watching a movie with my mom and getting very upset about what was going on in the movie. And my mom says to me, very dismissal, she says, Marisa, that's just a movie. And movies emulate life. They are the mirror of life. Not every movie is, but for the most part. And when you have someone, and I love my mom dearly, when you have someone who just does not get why this would make you so upset, um, you got to get with people who understand that. You got to get, and so sometimes you got to find your people. Your people are just not at your home. They're just not in your neighborhood. You got to go. The beautiful internet is it allows you now to not be stuck with just your local community. That there is an international, global community that you can really connect with that hear your pain. Because even though I was not experiencing what I saw on the TV, it upset me of the injustice that I was seeing. I don't like injustice. And so that was resonating with me. And I needed to be talking to somebody who got it, right?
Right.
Who
Right.
felt like this is happening to someone. And if it's happening to someone for real, I don't like that. And what can I do to make a difference to see less and less of what I just saw happen? And when you get into a room with people who feel and think the same way, you can collaborate. And
Yes.
then you can feel a sense of relief of the pain that you see someone else suffering because now you're coming together as a collective body. Just like you said, hugs, people don't realize, can save lives. Hugs save lives.
Absolutely.
It
Yes.
lets people know that they are loved, that they are seen, that they are valued. A smile, same
Yeah.
thing. You
Yes.
smile at somebody, oh my God. You if somebody opens the door for me, someone says something sweet to me, it will jerk me out of a bad attitude or bad so fast. It'll shift my atmosphere. It'll change the energy level in the room. It will do something magical to me.
Yes.
And we need that more in the world than anything else. And so the conferences that you're talking about, that physical affection that so many people really, really are in need of
Yeah.
and have never experienced it without some kind of trauma or drama. And so when you
Mhm.
offer that, it's
Mhm.
huge. It
Yeah.
goes beyond just saying, hey, we sister souls, sisters getting in the room. No, this is saying this is my lifeline.
Right.
This is I can live, I can breathe again. That's what that is. And so to me, that is beautiful. And I know your heart. I know
Yeah.
you. I know your heart. And I just love it, love it, love it. So give them the dates and how they can connect with you again.
Yes, of course. So the dates are it's going to be April 26th and 27th in Las Vegas. That's the conference. And then the Soul Sister Rejuvenation Retreat is May 6th through the 11th. If you are interested, you would just go to the Girl Powerhouse Retreats.com and you can get all the details. Or you can also reach out to me as well. If you just email me, you can email at gmail.com, excuse me, and I can give you any information. Or you can reach out to me on social media, Coach Tiffany Para. I'm on all the socials, so definitely reach out to me. We would love to have you in the room and again, give you that experience that really shows you that, hey, we see you and we love you. So.
Mhm. Yeah, that's so important. I love it. I love it. Love it. Beautiful, beautiful book. We're switching gears because you were talking to me because I'm looking at a volume 4, and you're saying we ain't doing that no more. We got something else going on. So talk to me. Come on. Where did this come from? What is going on? And
I'm gonna tell you, look, when I did volume 1, I said I'm done, right? Then we came out with volume 2, which was even bigger. Now we got volume 3. Volume 3, this is a trilogy of the girl powerhouse, of becoming a girl powerhouse. So we are done with this particular series, but we are moving into another type of series. We're looking for teens as well. So we are doing a Becoming a Girl Powerhouse presents Teens Have Stories Too. So we are looking for teen boys and girls to share their stories. And we have a program for them as well. Some coaches that are going to be coming on to gleam on them and to really help them to have a nice foundation that they need to be able to build on as they move into, society and into different jobs, careers, things like that. We really want to help them get focused. So that's going to be the Teens Have Stories Too. And then we also are doing a one called Unsnapped, which is basically just teaching people, there's people out there that are snapping and doing some crazy stuff. Okay. And I know I have been there mentally. Okay. But to be able to not act on that and to be able to have that self-control, to be able to have the right mindset to say, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to breathe. Maybe it's breathing exercises, maybe it's meditation, whatever it is, maybe it's affirmations. There could be so many different things that I can go into that could help you to change that, to shift that mindset. So that is Unsnapped, and it's talking about how to just change that mindset from that negative, toxic to that positive, more resilient way of being.
wow.
So I'm excited. So we got 2 coming up next. So yes. So again, this trilogy, it is on the if you want to get it, you can go to the girlpowerhousenetwork.com. You can also go to the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine website as well. The books are there also. But there are 45 women sharing their stories. Some of them are near-death experiences. Some of them are relationships. Um, just a little bit of everything that you can deal with through life is going to be in one or all of these books. So definitely connect. And these are for men and women. You know, we all go through situations. So definitely listening to, reading these stories and tapping in will really help you to have that faith that you can get through it as well.
Yeah. Also, too, you gotta think of it. Men reading the book give them insight into what's going on with the woman.
Right. Absolutely.
What
Absolutely.
yeah, give them some insight. Want to learn how to communicate, if you want to learn how to be more effective and show up more in the relationship, whether you're a father, a brother, cousin, husband, you want to get into how does the woman's mind operate, or how does these, what are the experiences? So that's very important too. I always say
Yeah.
don't gender assign, because when we gender assign, we're doing it inaccurately, because
Right.
it's about personalities and wiring, how you're designed, not your is. Gender can be different in strength, physical strength,
Yes.
but mentality, mindset, emotions. Men are emotional beings.
They sure
But
are.
y'all want to own it. I don't care if you don't own it. The truth is the truth is the
You
truth.
are.
You are babies sometimes. You whine,
Yep.
you complain. Y'all talk about your other brothers, just like women talk about women. Men talk about
Right.
men. Men complain about you, whine, you avoid, you deflect. We all do the same stuff. People do these things, men,
Absolutely.
this and women. No, the time that you will see the difference in gender is physical strength.
Yeah.
Its physical strength is different, because women, we're not wired like that. We're not designed that way. But personalities have types. They don't have people. You can be a woman and you can have masculine energy. I'm a woman with masculine energy, in the
Me
sense
too.
that I'm not soft. Don't let the pretty face, soft, I'm affectionate and I'm gentle and I'm playful, but I have a very male kind of, tone to how, and that's just me. That's just how I was
Yeah.
wired. And so you see that frequency. You also see a little feminine in men, and it's because
Yep.
they're the softer side. They're the gentler side. And there's a woman like me now probably want a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to be all the time. So we do that. So I like how you suggest that men should read the book.
Yeah.
I'm big on that. I'm a big advocate on, we need to know each other. We need to know
Yeah.
our perspectives, that we communicate better. But you kind of jumped over this whole snapped, unsnapped thing.
I can't give you too much.
It's so important because, okay, in the moment you think it's all cool to be snapping out, but when the dust settles and you think of the legal aspects and the liability,
Right.
you don't want to be snapping out. You want to be unsnapped. You want to learn
Right.
how to do. You want to be able to, in the moment, self-regulate. You want to be able
Yeah.
to tell yourself your emotional responses, and that adrenaline that comes to just really be reactive.
Right.
You want to condition yourself to be proactive
Proactive.
any state in which your emotions are in. And
Yeah.
that is when you become cognizant and awaken and aware of the triggers, right?
Hmm.
And so I
Hmm.
really love that you're doing this project. And it also goes back to what I was saying earlier, in the conversation, not realizing that we would go in this direction, was that, you know, I was upset when I saw what I was seeing on the TV. I don't remember the show. I just remember how my mom was real cool about dismissing it.
Hmm.
And I was like, she doesn't get it. But she doesn't get it because she's not called to what I'm called to. The
Right.
reason why I was so upset about what I was upset about is because that's what I'm designed to address with my life, right? So she
Hmm.
doesn't get that. From a generation that they're not looking for alignment with your life's assignment.
Right.
That was an awakening moment. So parents, if you're listening and you're watching, when your children tell you certain things, don't dismiss it, because it's a part of identifying with something that is a deep conviction for them. And when it's a deep conviction for them, that's a part of their purpose and their calling. And they have to be awakened to that so that they're not frustrated. Because my immediate response was like, why would you dismiss me? I was very upset with my mom at that moment because I felt that way. That's what you're talking about when you're talking about snaps. When you're talking about snaps, is when someone is very, you know, they're very offended.
Yeah.
It hit them deeply what just happened to them. So they want to respond. And in an unchecked spirit, you will do something that's very reckless. And
Right.
so when you think about not being involved in an anthology, not being, oh, I don't have nothing to write about, if you have words of wisdom to help someone become like to tap into their present when they're snapping out,
Right.
if you are the very person that needs to be an author in this project. Like if you come from a place of groundedness that you are,
Mhm.
you said you should know thyself. Self-awareness leads to self-development, and
Yes.
development is knowing thyself, understanding what makes you tick, what ticks you off, what triggers you, what are the traps and snares that you have a tendency to fall into based on your personality type and your life experience, and then
Yes.
regulating, self-assessing, evaluating, putting up those borders that say, or
Mhm.
those restrictions that say, don't do this. If this happens,
Right.
don't do this. That process should lead you to a place of self mastery. And self mastery means that
Yes.
you don't snap out, you
Right.
unsnap by doing your
Absolutely.
own evaluation and assessing and addressing so that you can properly
Mhm.
move forward. That's a part of the process to be woke to thyself, right?
Right.
And so if you have that wisdom, you're the very author. If you snapped out and you know what it has done to you in your life, I
Right.
know, and I won't even share with the audience this scenario, but I know someone who was sitting around saying, "What the heck?" But they snapped out, and then they're snapping out. They're now sitting in their current situation, and
Right.
we are all victims of that,
Mhm.
because we all snapped out. We may not have
Right.
had an extreme consequence as some others have had, but we've all
Mhm.
had the snapping out. If you've been pushed to the limit, you've
Right.
had that. So this is an excellent. Oh my God, this is really good because you're going to help a lot of people who, especially in love relationships, because that's where they really snap out, right?
That's
And this
right.
was
Absolutely. Absolutely.
they
Well,
really
even in
snap.
business, even in the office, you got that one coworker that just gets you, and all of a sudden they say that one thing that day, and all of a sudden you snap on them, and now you got HR down your back. I know there's people out there that have had that situation happen. So, or they've had it happen where something flashes in front of their face where they're just like, oh, I could just do this to that person,
Right,
because so
right.
angry or upset, some people will act on that. I mean, coming out of the HR world, I used to see a lot of people acting on their emotions. So
Right.
that's what it's all about, is really tapping in and just showing people, hey, like I said, that self-regulation, that self-mastery. You don't need to go there. You don't need to snap. And if we can teach others out there
You don't
how
want
not to
to.
snap, what to do so you do not snap, that's what this book is all
Yeah.
about. So,
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now, put it out there. How can they get in touch with you? How can they sign up for this latest project? I know it's new. I know you're speaking hot off the presses, but if they're interested and want to make sure that they're included when you do the official call, that they can get included, how do they get and get connected to you and sign?
they can actually email me by actually they can go on to the girlpowerhousenetwork.com and just connect with me there. The information is there, and you can also on the girlpowerhousenetwork.com, if you're interested in joining the Girl Powerhouse Network. We have a group that is almost 500 women worldwide. It's a group of support. We meet once a week to celebrate wins, talk through challenges, things like that, and really just, again, have a safe, authentic sisterhood space for us to be authentic, true, and real to ourselves while we have some of our sisters there just to love on us. So go to the girlpowerhousenetwork.com. You can connect with me there and also connect with us if you're looking for I'll say home, someplace that feels like home with a lot of sisters that just want to love and support you.
Awesome, awesome. It's beautiful, beautiful. We love you. This has been It's Your Life, Own It. Listen, it's time to make those executive decisions, women. Get involved, men. Get involved. There's so much going on. So take care, be blessed. We love you. We are out.